Come on in. Let's get going. And you guys are tuned in to the channel. And basically, you, my friend, have unfortunately had to go back to work as an entrepreneur. And that shit can be fucking devastating. I get it. But don't think it's the end all to be all. Just because you found yourself on the other side of business and you're not in the position to be the owner for whatever unfortunate event that happened, whether it was the economy, whether it was whatever happened to you, it really shouldn't deter you or make you feel like you can't do it. You can. You still can. Why do I say you still can? Because you got to look at it from this point. Yes, it's not what you want to do, but it is something to bring consistency while you're in the valley. Being in the valley is not always a fun place to be. As a matter of fact, it's never a fun place to be. But you got to take what you can from that experience and you need to be able to build on it. And what I mean by that is, yes, you're in that position, but that position is not who makes you. That position is not your title. That's, not who you are going to be for forever. It may just be a stepping stone to your greatness. And what I mean by that is, yeah, it hurts like hell to have to go back and get out there and have to punch that damn clock every day. And then sometimes I have to work late as hell just to make ends meet for your family. I get it. But at the end of the day, that is not forever. That is a temporary thing. And it's a temporary phase that you're going through. But at the end of the day, you can do it. Sometimes you are going to have to probably sacrifice. Matter of fact, in this position, you probably got to sacrifice a lot. You can't get those lattes. You can't get them bonbons that you used to get. Just because you need to build and put everything back into your business that you have extra. You need to slam that shit right back into the business so you can get back into being the entrepreneur that you are. Because if you don't do that, you may stay on the unfortunate end of being the 9-to-5 puncher. Nobody wants to do it, but at the same time, you might have to for this period of time. Like I said, it's not forever. It's only a temporary thing. So be encouraged that you can do it. Keep grinding. And sometimes when you come home from work, you're going to have to work late as if you still are running your business. Because you still need to continuously build on your business, build on your brand. And you might have to do social media. You might have to do some paid ads, but you might don't have the budget for it. Sometimes you have to pay for lead lists, all these different things. That's why I said you're not going to be able to get the fast food and stuff. Pack you a lunch. Pack you a lunch every day. But every penny, every dollar in this position matters because you don't want to have to punch that 9-to-5 clock at every single damn day. It is annoying. And then to know that you're not the boss. And me, at the end of the day, it wasn't the fact about having a boss over me. I could care less about that. I care about feeding my family. As anybody that is an entrepreneur, you want to feed your family. You need to. It's not even a damn want. You need to. And when you discover that the sky's the limit on what the hell you can make, that does something to a person. It really fucking does. And that can be discouraging, knowing that you are not making what you were before. But it's okay, because at the end of the day, this is only a temporary thing that you're going through. And you just need to be encouraged to know that it's you're going to get through it. You're going to get through it somehow, whether the economy turns back in your favor, whether you land a contract. You can land a contract, you can do anything. But my biggest thing that I want to tell you is don't give up. Because the greatest have had to file, bankruptcy and get back out there and try all over again. And then at that point, you can get startup funding. You can get startup, courses and stuff to be able to help grow your new business. Or you can go back to the same business, change the name. Just change the damn name and get back out there and continue doing what you was doing, because that is what you ultimately love to do, entrepreneur. That's what you love to do, business owner. And strategize before you just get back out there and do it again. Think about it and think about what you did wrong. And if you did anything wrong, it could have just been the economy sucked and it didn't give you the business that you wanted. But at the end of the day, you got to get back out there, because that is who you are. And if that's who you are, you're never probably going to be happy doing anything else for anyone else. And like I said, my issue wasn't working for somebody or having a boss. It's just the fact I know the sky is the limit when you work for yourself. It just is. And not everybody can do it. Not everybody can do it. And in my head, it's hard to believe that everybody cannot do that. But talking to people, learning people, everybody's not disciplined. Everybody doesn't want to be disciplined. I've worked with guys and I've seen them have all kinds of skill levels, all these different things. And I'm like, okay, why the fuck is this guy not working for himself and doing this? Well, that's not my question to ask. That's his question, right? But at the end of the day, that might be what makes them happy. And you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Unfortunately, you can see all the potential in that particular individual, and it's only potential, but it's not a guarantee that's going to happen. Because a lot of people start businesses, off of a good idea. It's a good idea to do this. If that's your aspiration in life, that it's just a good idea to start this business, you're probably not going to be in business that long. So if you're not going to be in business that long, that means you're probably going to be punching that damn clock again and being unhappy. And nobody wants to live that type of life, and I get it. You have to be conscious of, the people that you associate with that are in your circle. You have to do networking events, even after work. Maybe you have to take a day off to work because you have to go do this and not have pay that day. You have to do whatever you got to do to be able to get back to where you were and beyond. Because when we go back, we're not going back at the lower, rates and pretty much where we, previously came from. I'm expecting greatness to come from you, and I'm expecting you to be able to go to a next level. And that's what you should expect to yourself, is that, hey, I'm not going to do the same thing I did. I have to strategize to get to a bigger, greater market than whatever I have ever been in. You have to have diversification. If you don't have diversity in your business, and I'm not talking about just like race or anything like that, I'm talking about just different streams of income that you can pull from. Because for the longest, I thought, I'm just going to be able to just do this one thing and I'm going to make it. Well, when that one thing got screwed up, I seen how screwed up life could be because I was dependent on this one source. But if I would have had even 2 or 3 other sources or streams to go to, I would have probably been able to weather the storm from those other streams. But because I didn't, and I depended on that one stream, when that one stream got screwed up, buddy, it's trash. It's trash. And it's beyond me that people can't start a business and run that sucker, and make it 2 to 5 years. I've been in business for 15 years. And at the same time of doing a 15-year stretch, You have your ups, you have your downs. But at the same time, you have to take the good with the bad. But if you only have that one stream, you're probably going to be finding yourself punching in that clock a lot quicker than what you would want or prefer. But it's okay. Know that you need to do things differently when you get back out there so that you can go to the next level. And you can. You definitely can get back to being the great person that you are, the great business owner that you are. And like I said, networking. Taking every dollar that you have and saving it so you can reinvest back into yourself. Finding investors that want to invest into your idea. Come up with a new business plan of how this will never happen again. These are things that you need to be doing and thinking when you are out there working. Yes, you're working, but be thinking and processing how can you get back to being the great person that you know you are in business. Because I don't know how long you did your business and what led you to having to be punching that clock again, but it's not the end all to be all by any means. It's definitely not. And so if it's not, then keep going, keep growing, and you're going to be okay. And just know that. And I think that's all I have. I don't want to hold you guys up all day, but be encouraged. I definitely probably will make another video for this and just elaborate upon this. And if you guys want to hear more about what I have to say, my thoughts, I mean, it's just my thoughts. I'm not anybody big or huge on YouTube, but I appreciate the following. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the subscribers that I've been able to gain in such a short period of time. I do suggest you starting that also and documenting the journey, documenting the hardships, documenting the pain, because I'm telling you, that shit hurts. It fucking hurts having to do that. I remember when I had to go back into, working for someone, working for another company, and I haven't done it for 15 years. I fucking cried. Okay, I fucking cried. I'm a man. I cried because I couldn't believe that I wouldn't be able to see my kids the first thing in the morning before they go to school. And that's something that, if anybody has been an entrepreneur and has to do that, you like, damn. And it's not just the whole, I got to get up early. No, I'm used to getting up early, but I may not be used to getting up early, having to go anywhere, because I'm used to, being in my office, seeing what I got to do, talking to my clients, talking to my guys, and then all of a sudden, everything starts to slow up out of nowhere. And maybe it's because, this might be the first for my generation to ever have to go through this economic downturn. And that's all it is. And they always say, Orful said, you can always bounce back. I don't see a problem with doing it. I have mentors and stuff that I speak to. You have to have mentors that can encourage you, that can build you up. And if I would have told some of my mentors about what was going on at the time, people I looked up to before I got in business, they probably would have been able to help me save the business at that time. And it's not that the business is gone, no. It's the fact that all the BS that came up with it, and you trying to weather the storm, you trying to put it all on your own back, that's not a good thing, my friend. It's not. You need people. Like Home Depot had that commercial, you need people. Yeah, you do need people to a certain extent to be able to grow and go to the next level. And sometimes you have to do it right where you at. Even with the YouTube, people be like, oh, nah, I'm not going to start me a YouTube because I don't have this camera. I don't have this. YouTube is another stream of income. You got to see it as that. Start it right where you at. Start the lives. Start the with the crappy phone. Start it. Do it. Because when you're not doing it and you're not starting it, it's one day less that you have of that potential greatness that you have, to be able to get these multiple streams of income. And yes, I do consider YouTube a multiple stream. If you're a coach, you can find people here that want to connect. And as they want to connect with you, that's a client that you can make and basically take to the next level because they might see your content and want to connect, or you might have people that will want to actually collab with you that you would have never expected to want to collab with you. I've had big YouTubers say, "Hey, I want you to come on the show," or I'll have people even from TikTok and stuff and want to come on this show and say, "Hey, I want to come on the show and I want to speak my mind." That's fine. That's great. But you got to understand, you're building up watch hours. You're building up time. You're building up likes and subs. All those things matter to go to the next level. They do. And that's pretty much all I have. I thank you guys for tuning in. And I got to go. And this is your boy, Boss Up Great. And I'll see you on the next one. Let me know what you guys think. Comment, like, subscribe. And I appreciate you guys. Peace.